people are shown to you in a certain way. They show you who they are, and he immediately shows himself open and just, like he's ready for the journey, and I think she is too.
First off, I really just want to say, wow. You two are just phenomenal in this. The show is incredible, and you are incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I keep saying this, it's wild to me that this novel was written in 1949 and it is still so relevant today. I think the storyline teaches us a lot, but the characters and the relationship that you two have, I think teaches us maybe even more than the storyline. I'd like to know from the two of you, what inspires you about each other's characters?
Without question. It's funny, and Jessica has said this in past interviews. The character Emma is as close to her as a person as she's ever played, and I totally agree with that. Emma is the heartbeat of this show, but Jessica was my rock on set, and she's a formidable force, a passionate optimist.
You don't have to say that on there. No,
and a tremendous partner. And I would say the same thing about Emma. Ish, I really don't think would survive without her. Whereas this is me taking, I think Emma could. I could be wrong, but I just think that without Emma, Ish would be in a very dark place. And I would be as an actor without her. So
I think she would survive, but the world would not. They need each other, One of the things that I fell in love with Isherwood, I consider myself to hold everything that is important to me very close. And due to, the world and all the things, you protect yourself, you protect so many things. And so I think that a lot of us, even before the forced isolation in the pandemic, deal with sort of an isolation of self. It's how you choose to operate through the world with that. So the way Isherwood allows himself to be opened by Emma, the way he allows himself, because he could easily say no, and the whole story is over. He could easily say, I don't want to do this. He could see that smoke and be like, I'm good. I've been doing this all my life. This is what I know. Fine. When we step outside of ourselves, I feel like we meet the true essence of who we're supposed to be. And that is what I've seen in Ish's story. And it's inspired me to be more open to people. It inspires me to be more open to love, to be more open to community, all of those things. Even though I have that, it's an even stronger realization of how important it is. So that's the things that Ish inspires in me.
If you had to depend on one of these characters in real life, who would it be?
Emma.
Yeah.
I don't mean that as a diss.
No, I agree.
It's not even the fact that I played her, but the way she's written, she has this big heart. She just forgives like that. She sees the good in people first. And that is something that is very hard. She sees this man and immediately, even though she's got that gun on him, she immediately knows who he is. I think, at least that's what I chose how to play it, because people are shown to you in a certain way. They show you who they are, and he immediately shows himself open and just, like he's ready for the journey. And I think she is too.
Yeah, I would agree with all of that. What would you say walking away from this, you two are most proud of?
I'm most proud of our lead because he ran this show. Every day he showed up, no matter what. I'm so proud of so many things. So nothing holds weight over anything. But I will say this, I'm so proud of our lead because to be able to do the things that he had to do in this series for all of us, but then to constantly every day show up with a smile on his face, ready to go, prepared. It was a set that was just ran so beautifully, and it always starts at the top. And so I want to say from the entire cast and crew, we've got the best lead there is. And so that's one of the things I'm most proud of.
Oh, I love you. Yeah, I'm just so proud that we made it through, and we made it through together. And it's so crazy because like what you just said like is so gratifying to me that you felt the way I hoped you would feel when you watched the show, but the mistake is trying to do that, right? It's like you got to just live it in the moment, and whatever happens after is out of our control.
Absolutely.
But I'm so proud that we made this, and I'm so proud that people are taking what we hoped they would take from this, because to me, what was so special about this was it's at the end a hopeful show, and I hope it brings people together and reminds people how lucky we are to just share this beautiful planet with each other.
Yeah. It's amazing what happens when you lose yourself, who you become. And if a lot of us started to sort of lose the things that we deem ourselves and focus on what's important, which is other people, you never know what you can learn and all of that,